Hey, welcome, everybody up there in YouTube land. We are here for another night of Net Poker. This is October 17th, 2025. This is episode number 9 of our series, and we got another good one for you tonight. So, nothing left to do but reprise the theme song and roll the opening graphic. Let's do it.
From the casino floor of MVG Studios, it's the game where high hands can lead to high rewards. Welcome to Net Poker. And now, snaps and claps for your host, the floor boss of our casino, Brandon Scruggs.
Thank you, everybody. Hello, welcome in. Good to see y'all out there in YouTube land. This is Net Poker episode number 209. We're about to kick things off here live for you here at the old Net Poker Lounge. We got a good one for you tonight, and we're going to try to give away a lot of money because that jackpot, that Outlaws jackpot, continues to climb, and we're still trying to find our first big winner of the season. Maybe tonight will be that night. We shall see. But right now, of course, I can't do things here without my right-hand man, my bartender here. Give it up for Mr. Jason Myers, everybody.
Hey, Jason.
What's up?
Jason, how are we feeling on this Friday night as we inch in closer and closer to Halloween?
Purplish.
Purplish, you say? Would that be a little bit of a hint toward what you're cooking up over there in the bar tonight?
Maybe, possibly, could be, yes.
Yay.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't wait to see what we're going to be sipping on a little bit later on. We'll check back in with you once you get that cocktail all fixed up. But for now, we're going to meet our 3 players here who are going to try to go after all the cash here tonight. And somebody could walk away with over $85,000 in cash tonight. It could be our returning champion back with us now after his second win on the season here with a grand total this season so far of $20,000 even. It's Scott Sephy. Hey, everybody.
Hello. How is everyone doing?
Doing well, sir. Glad to have you back here with us. Missed out on our last episode here, but back with us here. $20,000 so far in your banks for the season and looking good on the leaderboard right now. How are we feeling
good.
going into tonight's game?
Somewhat pretty good, though. I know I got 2 pretty good opponents next to me here, so let's see how things go.
Yep, you definitely got a challenge here tonight and looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. So good luck to you holding on to your crown tonight as we meet your 2 challengers. Starting first off in the second podium there, we got Phil Shuring with us, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Spency.
Hi, Phil. Welcome to this program. Tell us a little bit about yourself, sir.
Well, I'm still relatively one of the new kids on the block here. I've been with MVG for about, I think, a little over 3 months now. 28 years old. I'm a high school janitor on the weekdays, but on the weekends, when I have some spare time, love playing some game shows between 2 of my favorite servers, including this one.
Well, A, checks in the mail for that, and B, appreciate you being here nonetheless. So, welcome in. Good luck to you here on Net Poker, and we welcome in our third contestant, a man who's been here already this season and has already won himself $6,750 in cash. Well, welcome back, Mr. Elliot Schiff, with us.
Hello.
Hi, Elliot. Welcome back to Net Poker, sir.
Hi, glad to be back.
Yep. Picked up a decent amount of cash last time you're here. Just a little short of picking up your win for you on the season here. You think you can bring it down here tonight?
I got a chance. Sephy's a tough player. Phil's a tough player. The only good news is I don't have to draw a rack full of vowels in this game.
No, just hopefully a handful of good cards is all you need to hopefully help you win the game here tonight. But remind everybody a little bit at home about yourself real quick before we go.
I'm a personal shopper. I'm also a tournament Scrabble player and the host of $1 Million Press Your Luck on the Mountain Hawk POL channel.
Fantastic. Well, we look. And that's a fun series to sit back and watch. If you just want to watch Pressure Luck in Chaos mode, that's sort of it right there.
Yeah, that's definitely how I made the game. Chaos, the more chaos, the better.
Yep. Same with Phil's. He's hosting a Super Pressure Luck series too. Am I right? So I almost forgot to mention that.
6-figure match. We're actually coming towards the end of the season, and let's just say what we got cooking up for the finale. It's gonna get nutty. I actually gave everyone a little bit of a sneak peek after beatdown last night.
Oh, well. Definitely looking forward to seeing how that turns out. But anyway, glad to have y'all here. Good luck to you all. Let's get into it. Let's play some net poker. To start with our first round, of course, it is our video poker round. The way this round works is we start off by asking you 5 10-point trivia questions. Buzz in with the correct answer. You get 10 points added to your score. After 5 questions, you'll each take a turn at the old video poker wall here, where you'll try to draw up your best 5-card poker hand that you can, because the better the hand is, the more points you get. Now, whichever one of the 3 of you has the most points at the end of this round will be tonight's VIP, and we'll head off to the old Net Poker Lounge, where you'll get to try out our drink of the day here with our bartender, Jason Myers, and you'll get to sit back and automatically get a spot in our final round of the game, while your other 2 contestants will be playing in round 2. So, with that said, let's go ahead and get things started here by first off checking out the buzzers, making sure everybody's hooked up correctly here. Sephy, we'll start with you. Thank you. And Phil? Awesome. And Elliot? All right, buzzers are working, so good luck to you all. First question's up for the day here. This is worth 10 points, and it goes a little something like this. Players, which Australian band had albums called High Voltage? And that's going to be Sephy.
AC/DC.
High Voltage, TNT, and Back in Black. AC/DC is correct, sir. 10 points. Up to 20. All right, next 10-point question. Players, ironically, rotaxism is the difficulty of pronouncing which letter of the English alphabet? Elliot.
R.
R is correct. 10 points for you. Very nice. All right, another 10-point question. The national flag of which country features a blue disc with 27 stars and the motto, and that's Elliot again.
Brazil.
Orm de Progresso, Brazil is correct. Another 10 points for you, up to 30. All right, players, the northernmost tip of which country is geographically the closest to the North Pole? Elliot again.
Canada.
Canada's right. 3 in a row for Elliot there, up to 40. All right, last 10-point question, players. Hold on.
Oh, I thought my internet dropped for a second. I was like, oh.
No, it's all right.
Nope.
Yep. Having problems pulling up the question. There it is. All right, final 10-point question of the round. Players, in its own language, which European country is known as Hellas? And that is Elliot again.
Greece.
Greece is correct. 4. Last 4 in a row there. Very good, sir. 50 points for Elliot here. And with that, that's the end of our question half of this round. So now it's time to draw some poker hands and hopefully see if we could get a winner here. So normally we start with the person who's in last place, but we're going to switch things up from this point. We're going to start with the person in first place on this one. So Elliot, we're going to start with you in our video poker round. Now, the way this round works, of course, is you're going to draw 5 cards from our board up here once we get things shuffled around. We have the cards 9 through ace up there because no one wants to play through the 2 through the 8 on the deck anyway. You're going to pick 5 cards, try to make your best poker hand. And, of course, remember, the better your poker hand, the more points it scores. And here's how the point breakdown for it. Of course, if you get a pair of jacks or less up there, it's going to cost you 5 points of your score. Get a pair of queens, kings, or aces, you're going to earn 5 points. 2 pairs is worth 10. 3 of a kind's worth 15. A straight's worth 20. A flush is worth 25. A full house is worth 40 points. 4 of a kind is worth 125 points. A straight flush is worth 250. And if you can get that magical royal flush, not only will you get 1,000 points and probably guarantee your spot in the final round of the game, but there's also a special mystery prize attached to that. But we'll talk about that should someone actually get the royal flush. It hasn't happened yet, but we shall see if it does. For now, Elliot, you get first crack of the board, sir. So go ahead and give me 5 numbers up there.
I'll start with 5.
5 is a 9 of diamonds.
18.
18. 9 of clubs.
10.
10. Jack of hearts.
1.
1. Queen of clubs. 1 more.
And 24.
And 24 is a king of hearts. All right, so you got to shoot a pair of 9s. It's going to cost you 5 points right now. Now, you can choose to keep that hand if you want, or you can redraw and try to get some new cards. What would you like to do?
I'll try to get some new cards.
Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
Which one do you want to keep? Which one do you want to get rid of?
I get rid of the Jack, Queen, King. Keep the 9s.
Okay, gonna keep the 9s. All right, those 3 cards will go away. Now you get your choice of 3 more cards up there to make your final hand.
20.
Looking for some 9s. Behind 20. King of Spades.
11.
11. 10 of Hearts. One more.
Ooh.
8.
And 8 is a Jack of Diamonds. So unfortunately, Elliot, that's going to cost you 5 points there.
What is he getting a rack full of owls?
Yeah, that's going to cost you there, unfortunately. So you drop down to 45 points there. But okay, for now, you are still in the lead and probably safe to move on to the next round at this point. We shall see. Where were those other 9s at? Let's take a look. There we go. Number 17 was one of them, and number 2 was the other one. There was the 9s where you're looking for. Okay. All right, so now we're over to our champ, Sephy, who's got 20 points now. Looking to score at least 25, so you're looking for a flush or better here. We'll see what happens here. You ready to go?
Yes.
All right, let's shuffle that board up, shuffle the cards around. And as soon as the shuffling's done, you can start selecting.
All right. Start with number 4.
Number 4 is a King of Diamonds.
Very good. 22.
22. 10 of Clubs.
14.
14 is a King of Spades.
Okay. 5.
5 is a King of Hearts.
Ooh. And let's go for 7.
And number 7 behind 7. Ace of Hearts. All right, you've got 3 of a kind, sir, so far. Good hand. That is worth 15 points. I'll put you at 35. Not enough to take the lead, but you can keep that 3 of a kind if you want, or you can redraw for another hand. What do you want to do?
You know what? I'm going to try to do a quick redraw, but I'm going to keep all 3 kings.
Okay, so you're going to get rid of the 10 and the ace?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, just want confirmation there. All right, get you to redraw 2 more cards. Looking for that 4th king would be big there for 125 points.
No kidding. 10.
Number 10. 9 of Hearts.
Okay, let's see. What could we get? 16.
16 underneath it, we find a 10 of Hearts there. So you keep the 3 of a kind, and that is going to get you a 15 points there. Brings you up to 35 points. All right, Elliot, you are officially in the lead. You're moving on to the next round for sure, but let's see if Phil can play a little catch up here. But first, where was that final king up there? Anybody take a guess?
17?
6.
17-6. Let's see, where was it?
was queen.
15. He was
16.
one off.
One off.
One off there. Okay. All right, Phil. If you wanna try to become tonight's VIP and get that automatic final spot, you got to score at least 35 points or better. So you're looking for a full house on this one. So ready to go?
Let's do it.
All right, good luck. Let's shuffle the board first. Move those cards around some. And when you're ready, start picking.
Let's start with number 12.
Number 12 is a Queen of Spades.
Number 8.
8 is a King of Spades.
16.
16. 10 of Spades.
Ooh. Oh, my.
Bucket 20.
20. Ace of Clubs.
Darn. Screw it, 24.
24. A Queen of Clubs. So with that, you have a pair of queens, which is the bare minimum. That's going to get you 5 points. Not enough to become VIP, but you've got a decision to make. You could take those queens and keep them, or you can redraw for a different card. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's keep the queens and get rid of the king, 10, and ace.
Okay.
And redraw.
All right, not going to go play for the royal flush this time. All right, so you get your choice of 3 more cards. You're looking for a full house at least.
Okay, let's try number 4.
Number 4, the Jack of Spades.
All right. Let's go the other kitty corner, number 19.
19. 9 of Spades. One more.
And lucky number 13.
13 A king of diamonds. So unfortunately, that's going
Darn.
to leave you with just a pair of queens, which is enough for 5 points. But
Let's get the starting block.
yeah, that is true. And with the final scores here, Elliot with 45 points. You are tonight's VIP, sir. Congratulations.
Good job, Elliot.
I feel for you, Phil, because like I said, had you kept the spade, you would have made the straight flush there, which would have been huge. Would have got you in. But let's see where were
At least.
where were the other queens at? Let's show them real quick. It was number 3 and number 22 had the other queens you were looking for there. But all right, congratulations, Elliot. You are tonight's VIP. But before you head off to the VIP lounge to enjoy a fresh cocktail from Jason, you've earned the right to play for some money. Hidden behind the letters in the word poker on the board there, we have cash amounts from $500 to $5,000. Pick one of those, and whatever's behind it, we add to your winnings.
I'm in the mood for potassium. Give me the K.
Okay. And behind the K, we find $5,000, the big one. Very nice.
There you go, Elliot.
Nice job.
There we go. There's the rest of the money there. All right, Elliot's up to $11,750, and with that, he is our VIP tonight, which means it's now time to head on over to the VIP lounge with our own Jason Myers to tell us about the drink of the day.
Well, I had a little bit of a conflict on what I should call this because Cool Cat over there said I should call it Purple Drink, but I decided to appease our Minnesota viewers to call it the Purple People Eater.
Ah.
Yay.
Oh, okay.
The one I
Now,
want.
yeah, all about it as Elliot enjoys it. And we come back to more Net Poker right after this.
Time to find out if our champion can get the 5 cards he needs to keep his hopes alive. It's 5-card poker on Net Poker. And now, Brandon Scruggs.
Thank you, Cool Cat. Welcome back, everybody, to Net Poker here. We're about to start off our second round of our game here with our other two contestants. But first, let's check on Elliot over there in the lounge with Jason. So, Ellie, how you enjoying that purple people eater over there?
It's real good, man. Real good.
Say that
Yeah,
again
when he-
without the ice cube in your mouth this time.
Let's just see if he's too drunk to play it in the last round.
I would hope not. He's only had a few minutes over there with it, so
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know my liquor,
This
man.
isn't a rush to drink it, Elliot. Calm down.
yeah, you got plenty of time. No worries.
Elliot, small sips, small sips. Don't shove the whole thing at once.
All right.
What's the fun in that?
Well, while he's taking that, let's take a look at it again. And Jason, tell us a little bit about the purple people eater.
I had to search far and wide for this recipe, and I'm so glad I found it. There's a lot that goes into this drink, starting with 1.5 ounces of vodka, an ounce of blue curacao, an ounce of sweet and sour mix, an ounce of grenadine, an ounce of cranberry juice, and that stuff you see along the rim of the glass, that's purple sugar.
Okay.
Yummy.
Yeah. This definitely qualifies in the old song "I Get Knocked Down." This is definitely a vodka drink for sure.
Yeah.
No wonder Elliot's drunk.
It's called Tub Tub.
Yes. Yeah, but the
Half a
purple
half a
people
vodka
eater, there you go. And again, like I said, 1.5 ounces of vodka, blue curacao, sweet sour mix, grenadine, and cranberry juice, all chilled with purple sugar for decoration on top of some ice. That is delicious. So there's the recipe for you folks if you want to make it at home. So please drink and enjoy responsibly.
And as always, I got yours set up.
Yes, I must say I definitely would like a little taste of that. That looks a little actually on the sweet side for me for my drinks, but you know what? I'm not mad at it. I still would like a little taste for myself. So I'll look for that here in a bit. But before I can get to that, we got to get to the rest of our game here as we get to round 2 here with our champion, Sephy and Phil, about to battle it out playing a little 5-card poker here. Gentlemen, you ready to go?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I'll explain. Here's how the game works. First off, we're going to go ahead and shuffle the cards. And Sephy, since you had the higher score between the two of you, you get to cut the deck for me. Give me a number between 1 and 24, please.
Let's go card number 9.
Number 9. All right, cut it 9 cards in. All right, here's how the round's going to play out. We have 5 questions in this round. Each first 4 questions are worth 10 points apiece. Get it right, you get your choice of one of the 2 cards we'll deal off the top of the deck. You're trying to build your best 5-card poker hand that you can. The 5th and final card of this round, or the 5th and final question of this round, was worth 15 points. Those 2 cards will be dealt face down. Now, at the end of the round, whichever player has the higher poker hand of the 2 will receive a 25-point bonus. So the player that has the most points at the end of this round will go on to take on Elliot in our final round of the game for a chance to play against the Outlaw for the $85,000 jackpot we're playing for. So, with that said, let's take a look at our first 2 cards we're playing for in this round. We have an Ace of Clubs and a King of Diamonds. So, players, this is for 10 points and your choice of cards. Hands on the buzzers. Here comes the question. Small pieces of toasted bread served with soup or salad are known as what? Sephy.
Croutons.
Croutons is correct, sir. 10 points. All right, you get your choice. Which card would you like? The ace or the king?
I would like the ace, please.
All right, the ace goes to Sephy's hand, and king goes down to Phil's hand there as we reveal our next 2 cards, please. A 10 of diamonds and a queen of clubs here. Here's your next 10-point question. Which former U.S. Marine and stand-up comedian was the first host of the U.S. version? Sephy?
Drew Carey.
The U.S. version of Whose Line Is It Anyway? Drew Carey is correct, sir. Another 10 points for you. All right, which card would you like, Sephy?
I like the queen of clubs, please.
All right, Queen of Clubs is yours. You've got an ace high. Phil has a king high. Let's take a look at our next 2 cards. We have a Queen of Hearts and a Jack of Hearts here. Let's see what happens here. Here's your 10-point question. Which 2016 film of the DC Extended Universe series saw the first appearance of Margot Robbie as Dr. Phil?
Suicide Squad?
Dr. Harley Quinzel, a.k.a. Harley Quinn, Suicide Squad is correct, sir. 10 points for you. Welcome to the game.
Okay. Yay.
All right, Phil, which card would you like, the queen or the jack?
Let's go with the queen.
All right, the queen is yours, keeping Sephy off that pair of queens there. Still behind as we look at our next two cards. Ooh, Queen of Diamonds,
Oh,
10 of Spades here. Interesting scenario. Let's see what happens here. Here's your 10-point question. All right, players, prehension, mastication, and deglutition, are usually the first three stages of what? Sephy.
Digestion.
Digestion or eating. We will accept that. 10 points for you. Right. Which card would you like, sir?
I would like the queen, please.
All right, the queen is yours. That gives you a pair of queens, gives Phil a pair of tens. As we now go to our fifth and final question, these two cards are face down, and this question is worth 15 points. So, Phil, you need this to stay alive here, all right? Here's the question. All right, players, what do elephants and giraffes do for only 2 hours a day? Sephy.
Sleep.
Sleep is correct, sir. Well done.
wow.
15 points for you. All right. Which card would you like, the left or the right?
Okay, right.
Right card is yours. All right. Let's see what the hands look like as we reveal those final two cards. Sephy has a pair of queens. Phil has a pair of tens. Sephy has the higher hand, and he gets the 25-point bonus and wins the round.
All right.
Good game,
There you
Sephy.
go. Great game, Phil.
All right. Sephy, you are moving on here, sir, but before you do, you've won some money. Choose a letter in the word poker.
Thinking O.
Letter O, and behind the O we find $750. All right.
Okay, not bad.
Where was the big money at? It was behind the E there. All right. All right, Sephy brings you up to $20,750. You are moving on to our final round of the game, and unfortunately, Phil, we got to say goodbye to you, but hopefully you had fun here playing your first game of net poker with us.
Yeah, it was fun. Just everyone else was hot on the buzzers. What can you do?
Yeah, it's hard to sometimes. You got two fast fingers like that, but you're not going to go empty-handed. We're going to give you $50 for every point that you won there, so you leave us here tonight with $500, sir. Our thanks for playing.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Now, give it up for Phil Shuring, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
All right, we're going to pause for the cause, take another commercial break, and when we come back, Sephy and Elliot are going to battle it out to see which one's going to face the outlaw right after this here on Net Poker. Don't go anywhere.
Time to find out if that rush of alcohol impairs Elliot's judgment at all. It's Joker Poker on Net Poker. And now, Brandon Scruggs.
Thank you, Cool Cat. Welcome back, everybody, to Net Poker here. We are at our final round of the game here between our two remaining contestants, Elliot and Sephy. They're about to battle out playing a little Joker poker here. So, first off, we've welcomed back Elliot from his time in the VIP lounge. How'd you enjoy it over there, Elliot?
Oh, it was tasty.
Very nice. Well, hopefully you didn't have too much there, because, again, we still got a game left to play here, and there's a lot of cash up for grabs if one of you can get to the outlaw here. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. We're going to play a little Joker poker. This round plays exactly like our 5-card poker round. The only catch is we've added 2 jokers to the deck. And, of course, you find a joker, the jokers are wild, just like a great series you could check out here on the playlist here at MVG Productions. And the player who has the most points at the end of this round will be tonight's winner, will become the champion. They'll be going on to play our bonus game, Deuces Wild, to face the outlaw for that jackpot of $85,000. So,
Yeah.
as we shuffle the cards here, Elliot, you're the VIP guest tonight, so you get to cut the deck this time. Give me a number between 1 and 26.
11.
11 it shall be. We cut the deck 11 cards deep, and I wish you both best of luck as we look at our first 2 cards of this round. We have an Ace of Hearts and a King of Hearts. King of Clubs, excuse me. Here's your first 10-point question, players. Who played Louise alongside Gina Davis's Thelma? That's Sephy.
That was Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon is correct, sir. 10 points for you. Right, and which card would you like?
Let's start with the ace.
All right, the ace is yours. Ace goes under Sephy's hand. The king goes to Elliot's hand, and we go to this next question with these 2 cards. A King of Hearts and a Joker. Well, let's see how this plays out. Here's your next question, players. The pommel, the seat, and the cantle are the 3 main areas of a what? Again, the pommel, the seat, and the cantle are the 3 main areas of what? And that's Elliot.
A saddle.
Saddle is correct, sir. 10 points for you. All right, Elliot, interesting choice here. What do you want to do?
I'll take that joker.
Okay, the joker is yours. So you have the joker and a king. Sephy has the ace. We'll see what happens as we look at the next 2 cards. We have a 10 of spades and a queen of hearts. Here's your next 10-point question. Zinc and copper combine to make which common alloy? Elliot.
Brass.
Brass is correct. 10 points for you. All right, which card would you like?
I'll take the queen.
The queen is yours. And that gives Sephy the 10 there as we move on to our next 10-point question with these 2 cards. Well, hello. The 9 of diamonds and the other joker have come into play. Let's see who gets this one. 10-point question, players. Who was the Greek god of the sea? Sephy.
Poseidon.
Poseidon is correct, sir. 10 points for you. All right. What would you like to do?
I'll take that joker.
Okay, you're going to take this joker, giving Elliot the 9, and that leaves us to our final 2 cards, of course, face down, and this is a 15-point question. So let's see what works out here. Hands on buzzers, here it comes. All right, players, the Creole language of Africans is derived from which European language? That's Elliot.
French.
No, I'm sorry, it's not French. Seph, you want to take a guess?
French. I'm just going to make a guess and say Spanish.
No, I'm sorry, it's not Spanish. The correct answer there we were looking for was Dutch. That's okay. No harm, no foul. We got another 15-point question. Here it is. Found on the outside of teeth, what is the hardest substance? And that's Elliot.
Enamel.
What's the hardest substance in the human body? Enamel is correct, sir. You get the 15 points. It's going to break down to a very interesting final here. All right. First off, Elliot, which card would you like, the left or the right?
I'll take the one on the right.
The one on the right. Okay. One on the right is what we have here. And now let us see what the final 2 cards are for each of our players. Let's reveal them. Elliot has a queen of clubs. Sephy has a queen of diamonds. Elliot, we start with you. What do you want to turn your joker into?
Queen of diamonds.
All right, you want a queen of diamonds. All right, that joker becomes a queen of diamonds. And Sephy, what would you like to turn your joker into?
I have a bad feeling about this, but I'm going to go with a jack of hearts.
A jack of hearts. All right, the jack of hearts is yours. And as we look at the final pairs on the board, Elliot has a 3 of a kind. And Sephy has a straight. And in this case, a straight does beat a 3 of a kind. So, Sephy, you get the 25-point bonus, and you are tonight still the champion. Congratulations.
Wow.
Just
Thank you for that joker and that queen. Oh, yes. Thank you. Great game, Elliot.
Yes, if we look at
I wasn't fast enough on Poseidon. That was the one that decided it.
yes, if we look at our point
faster.
chart from the first round, this is the strength of hands in order of strongest from the royal flush to the weakest. As you can see, 3 of a kind just is 1 hand short of a straight there. So, Effie, you are tonight's winner. You're still the champion, and now you get a chance to earn some more bonus cash, sir. You get to pick 2 letters in the word poker this time, and of course, if you pick the top 2 amounts, I give you a bonus $3,000 for a total of $10,000.
All right. Well, a good feeling about what I'm going to say, so I'm going to say Go Power Rangers, PR.
P and R. All right, let's see. Starting with the P, we find $1,000, and behind the R, we find $500. All right, not the 2 biggest ones we needed there, but nicely done. That's $1,500 more. Where was the money at? It was K and E is what you needed. K and E there would have gotten it for you, but that's okay. Sephy, you are still our champion now. You're up to $22,250, and you're going to face off against the outlaw here again in just a couple minutes. Elliot, you played a fantastic game, sir. That came down right there into that final hand there.
That was like I said, it was the Poseidon question that decided. He was fast on the buzzer in that one.
Yeah, and again, just had you caught that other joker, I think that would have been the main difference there. But hey, you did very well for yourself. You're not going home empty-handed. Of course, with your 35 points, we give you $50 a point there to add to your winnings now. And when we add that in there, we give you a grand total now of $13,500 for the season, sir. Well done.
Thank you.
And we'll look forward to having you back later on. And congratulations to you, Sephy. Again, $22,250. He's going to get another crack at that outlaw to see if he can win over $85,000. Can he do it? Find out when we come back to the break right here on Net Poker. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Time to find out if $85,000 is enough for Sephy to shoot the outlaw dead. It's that's
They Cool Cats had too much to drink.
Well, Cool Cat, yeah, I think Cool Cat had a little bit too much of the purple people eaters over there. Jason, you're gonna have to cut him off at this point. Well, welcome back to Net Poker, everybody. We're about to play a little Deuces Wild here, our bonus game here with our champion Sephy. He so far again has $22,250 and is about to try to win himself another $85,000 if he can beat the outlaw here. Sephy, is your third time up here trying to take down the outlaw. How are we feeling going into this one?
Well, somewhat better now. I thought, because like I said, Elliot was the one heck of a player, though, and I was kind of scared of not getting a chance at this outlaw again, though. But like I said, luck happened. There you go.
That does. All right. Well, hopefully this is third time's the charm, as they say here in the game show world, and hopefully this is the day you do it, because if you can beat the outlaw, you win the jackpot tonight of $85,000. And here's how we're going to do it. All you have to do is walk your way down the board, finding 4 deuces in our final game of Deuces Wild. We start with the top row. We have 5 deuces up there on the board alongside 1 outlaw. All you have to do is draw a deuce on each row, working your way down the board. Give me all 4 deuces. I'm going to give you $85,000. Easy, right?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get started here. First row, pick a number.
Oh, I always like going with this number first because it's something I always consider lucky. Number 4.
Number 4. No outlaws this time. We just want to see a deuce. Let's see it. Show me that deuce. There it is.
Oh, good.
Outlaw is next to it, number 3. All right, moving on. Row 2 there. We have 4 deuces this time, 2 outlaws.
All right, I think I'm crazy, so I'm going to double my previous number. Go to number 8.
Going to number 8, looking for another deuce. Do we have it? Show me 8. Yes. Very good.
All right.
Outlaws were under 10 and 12. All right, 50-50 chance now. 3 deuces, 3 outlaws. Which number would you like?
And once again, I'm thinking let's double that up again. 16.
All right, I see a path forming here. Let's see if we find a deuce behind 16. Oh!
Damn.
Dang it. Not meant to be. All right. Well, you got one more chance for one more wild card, sir. Final row, 2 deuces, 4 outlaws. Give me a number.
Let's just go for shoot the moon. Let's say 19.
19. Do we have a deuce? We do. Oh!
I had a beautiful diagonal. Darn it.
You had it there. There was the other one there. But hey, that's okay. So since you didn't beat the outlaw this time, we will add another $2,500 to the jackpot, bringing it up to $87,500 for the next person who gets up here to try to face off against the outlaw. But we're not done quite yet, because you have 3 wild cards you're going to use, and you're going to try to make your final poker hand here. So let's go ahead and shuffle up the cards first, and go ahead and give me a number to cut the deck between 1 and 24.
Let's try. Well, let's try the one that got me the last deuce, 19.
All right, cutting at 19. All right. The way this part works, I'm going to show you 2 cards that are going to be face down. You're simply just going to choose your cards blindly to try to build your final poker hand. Of course, remember, the better your final poker hand, the more cash you can win. Of course, you get 3 of a kind, you're going to get at least $500. A straight is worth $750. A flush is worth another $1,000. Full house is worth $1,500. 4 of a kind is worth $2,000. A straight flush is worth $5,000. A 5 of a kind gets you $10,000. And of course, you can make that royal flush. It's worth $20,000. So, I want you to win it big here. So let's see if you tack on another 20 grand, sir. Go ahead. Here's your first 2 cards. Tell me which one would you want, the left or the right?
Let's try the left to start.
All right, left card is a 10 of spades. All right, so put that up there. And now your second pair of cards. Which one would you like, left or right?
I really want a spade here. Let's see. Left again.
Left card is Jack of clubs. All right, Jack of clubs goes there. All right, now you get to change those 3 wild cards into any of the cards you want, 9 through ace. So starting with the first wild.
Hold on, let me look at the amounts again here. So let's see. Let's try to go. You said 4 of a kind is better than a straight, correct?
Oh yeah.
Definitely want to go. Oh yeah, let's definitely do the 4. So Jack of diamonds, Jack of hearts, Jack of spades.
All right, Jack of diamonds, a Jack of hearts, and a Jack of spades. Put those up there together. You've got yourself 4 of a kind, and that is worth another $2,000, sir.
There you go.
So congratulations, Sephy. Another $2,000 added to your winnings. Now, a 3-game total, sir, of you. $24,250. Well done.
All right. Good. Thank you.
And
thank you.
You're still champion, so you'll get to join us back here next time here for another edition of Net Poker. So we look forward to having you back then. And we look forward to having you folks at home back here with us for another round of Net Poker, because we're all done for tonight. But before we go, Jason, you've got a little announcement to make here real quick.
Yeah, actually, I got to start running out of the studio because in about 4 minutes from now, I'll be hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire in another studio. So join us over there and see if we could actually give away the big money. And hopefully tune in next week and see if we could give away the big money here on Net Poker.
Yeah, that is if. So for those of you who are subscribed to our sister channels, the Game Show Emporium, Jason is about to, actually, he's already out the door now. He has left and went on to host. He's going to be hosting Who Wants to Be a Millionaire over at GSC, and that live stream is going to start taking place here in just a few minutes. So head on over there, check them out, see if somebody walks away with $1 million tonight, and hopefully somebody will walk away with the big money here next week, because we're out of time for tonight. So from all of us here at Net Poker, I'm your host, Brandon Scruggs, saying thank you so much for watching, and as always, remind you that if you're partaking in your choice of alcoholic beverages, like our drink of the day, we ask that you drink responsibly, never drink and drive, always have a designated driver, and take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time right here for another edition of Net Poker. Until then, so long, everybody.
This is Cool Cat Code speaking for Net Poker. A CJC production in association with MVG Productions. Snaps and claps on the Cool Cats.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the final buzzer sounds and the lights dim on another exciting day, we bid farewell here at MVG Productions, broadcasting from the heart of Sylva, North Carolina. Today we've seen contestants triumph, puzzles unravel, and fortunes change. We hope our game shows brought you thrills, laughter, and maybe a few nail-biting moments. Thank you for being a part of our audience, supporting us, and recognizing the vision of Brandon Scruggs, who owns and operates MVG Productions. Until next time, we leave you with our national anthem. Good night.
They grabbed him by the balls of the jewels.